Hi everyone, this is Maggie. Thank you for stopping by to see me today. I really do appreciate it. Before we get started, this shouldn't be a long video, hopefully. But before we get started, I do want to give a shout out to some of the nice, lovely ladies who have commented on my videos, and some have also subscribed. I appreciate each comment. But to kind of preface that, I've had a hard time finding all my comments. I almost sometimes have to go back and like reopen a video and start to watch it myself. And I don't, I really don't like to do that, to see the comments. But today, before I came on, lo and behold, I found a way to see my comments for the most part, So I wanted to give a shout out to some of these ladies that have commented. I really appreciate each comment. I really do. It means an awful lot to me, especially I'm a very young channel and just getting started. So I don't have, I don't have tons of comments, but it doesn't matter because the ones I get mean a lot to me. And one of the ones that I would like, I've got a few here. Betty Ann Flood. Thank you, Betty, for all the nice comments that you leave me. For Miss Lori from the Old Paper Lady. She's been such a strong encouragement to me since before I started this channel, and continues to be. I appreciate you, Lori. Booters 1112. Ann Nowak. Pamela Allen Sanders. Christina at Scrappin Stitchery. She has a young channel too, and it's Scrappin, SCRAPFTN Stitchery. So, check her out. Let's see, Microdot 153, Sarah Larmstrong. Forgive me, Sarah, if I'm saying your name wrong, and Sandra Stone. So thank you, ladies. If I've missed somebody, please forgive me. It wasn't intentional. It was just that I didn't see the comment or haven't found it yet. Today, at some point, I'm going to try to go through that spot where I found comments and try to go through them all and see if I've missed any. So thank you again. Thank you so much. Okay, so today I'm just going to start to introduce you to my next project, which will be a Paris journal. I pulled it out of the hat randomly, or out of the basket randomly. And like I said at one point, Paris is very special to me. And to my daughter. We made a trip there, it's been about 6 years ago now, maybe. And we had a wonderful time in Paris. Then we went on a road trip to several of the European countries. We really did see a lot. We were there about 3 weeks, and we could not have had a better time or made any better memories. We both have been so happy in hindsight that we took the time and the expense to go, because it was well worth it. So first of all, I'm going to show you the fabric I'm going to be using. Now, Miss Lori, this may be the same fabric you used in your Paris Rose journal. However, I'm not 100% sure. And if it is the same, I'm not copycatting you. But when I went to look for some fabric for Paris journal, which was before I even started this channel, this is what caught my eye, and I thought, well, it'd be perfect for a Paris journal when I'm ready to do it. I set it aside in my fabric drawer. So this will be the outside cover, and this black ticking will be the inside cover, and I think that will be quite pretty. I haven't decided yet if this is going to be a 1 or a 2 signature journal. I printed out most of the journal pages this morning. I kind of went through each one by one to kind of pick and choose what I want. wanted it. I still may have too many, but let me show you what they are. And the I don't think my address is on here. The first two are from VERIEPEAR. I don't know that I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's right up here. I can't see it, it's awfully small. VERIEPEAR on Etsy. And actually I was surprised when I went through my files how many things I've bought from her and have really enjoyed. And like a lot, I keep going back to her shop. And this is called, there's kind of two kits that are combined here. And I've said this before, I'm kind of, I don't know if eclectic is quite the right word or not, but I pick out some kits that I like. They may not go together at all. They may be different styles and whatever, but I don't care about that. I kind of pick what I like and what I want to do, and then I mix them together and add other things in that will help them coordinate with each other in some fashion. So this is a Paris Junk Journal Pages. It's a digital French scrapbook paper, France printable, shabby chic collage sheet. Oh, that's a mouthful to say. Shabby chic collage sheet. Vintage ephemera, and Parisian download. The second part of this, it's actually a separate kit, but it kind of follows along the same line as the first one. Is the vintage Paris Junk Journal Pages. The first one is Paris Junk Journal Pages. Oh, this one is too vintage. Oh, okay, the first one is just Paris Junk Journal Pages, and the second one is vintage Paris Journal Pages. So let me just go through these pages here. Okay, so, and again, I haven't decided yet if I'm going to do one or two signatures. I really kind of do like to stick with the one signature, but I haven't counted these pages, but there's quite a bit. And of course, I can still eliminate a few. What I don't use, I could make journal cards out of or something else. But these are beautiful paintings of scenes in Paris. And I really, really like them. I like the colors. I just really like everything about it. So this is one page. They're not in any order, you know, that I'm going to use. This is just another scene. This is from the vintage kit, I think. So these are not necessarily like up to date as far as styles and dress, and some of these buildings probably are not even here anymore. And the bakery shop, you know, Paris is known for its sweet confections. And the macarons, I think that's the way you pronounce it. If my daughter was here, she would tell me. This is like her favorite cookie, the macarons. And we definitely had to go to that shop in Paris so she could purchase some of those right there on the spot. So this is, I believe this is the Van Gogh Museum, Art Museum here. Oh, those rolls look so good. You know, French bread. Now, again, if my daughter was here, she doesn't speak French, but she has a real ear for language. And while I could pronounce this while I was in France, I'm not so sure I can pronounce it now, but it's the Arc de Triomphe, but that's not the right way to say it, and I'm so sorry for mispronouncing it. But that's a special place. I can tell you more about some of the things. Oh, did I print this twice? It looks like the same one. By golly, it is. I hope I didn't reprint some of these. All right, so I've got 2 of these. This will probably definitely become a become journaling cards. So here's another one of the scene in the street scene in the Eiffel Tower, and more French bread. Sweet shop. It looks like I reprinted all these. I didn't go through them after I took them off the printer, and I'm not sure how I managed to do that, but it's a repeat too. So making a 1 signature journal may not be a problem after all, because I'm sure if I repeated those 2, there's some other repeats. But some of them, the colors are so soft and muted, and some are pretty vibrant. Oh, this looks pretty modern here, the way they're dressed. That is a repeat. What the world? I don't know, Maggie. What did you do? Well, it doesn't matter. The ones that I didn't repeat will definitely go into the journal, and the others I will use for to make some large journaling cards or something. They will not go to waste. They're beautiful images. So that's the first kit I'm going to use. Yeah, I'm not sure how I printed those twice. I thought I was being really careful because, like I've said on many occasions, I do not like to waste paper or ink. They're both pretty pricey, so I try to be careful, but it's still, with me, I don't know. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Okay, this one is Memories. I know it says memory, it's in French, and I'm not going, Memoir, maybe de Petit. Memories of Paris, Junk Journal Kit. And this is from RACHANBELLACRAFTS. And I'm pretty sure everybody knows RACHANBELLACRAFTS. I did not print out any ephemera yet because I'm not ready to do that. I want to make some of my own, some of the interactive pieces that I like, and then decide on pockets and stuff. Okay, so this is from that journal. This is from Rachel Bear. Oh my goodness, Maggie. I want to tell you something. RACHANBELLACRAFTS. I've said before, I typically don't I don't play my videos back to myself, but I have on a couple of occasions, and recently a little bit more frequently, because I've shocked myself. And some of the things that come out of my mouth, it's like my thoughts trail off someplace, and you know, so I want to apologize for that. I have to be more mindful. Sometimes when I come on to make a video, I try to do it when I'm at my best, when I'm not feeling real tired, or there is not something pressing going on that causes my mind to wander off into other areas of my life. When I'm doing a video, I really want to concentrate on the video, and I want to be here for whoever's listening to me so they can enjoy the video, enjoy what I'm presenting if they're interested, and makes sense. So anyway, I apologize for that if there's been times when you thought, what in the world? Ay. So anyway, this is the papers from Rach and Bella. I really like these 2. They're completely different style. But what's nice to me about doing this is mixing styles is it opens the door for you to use other colors if you choose to add more color, or pieces of ephemera that might not go. I might make a piece of ephemera that will go with this kit. It doesn't necessarily go with this kit, but when they're all put together, to me it makes sense. Maybe it doesn't to anybody else, but it does to me. Now these are very interesting pages. I hope you can see them. Some French documents and writings, and I'm assuming that's supposed to be Marie Antoinette. No. Marie Antoinette. Oh my goodness. Can you just imagine wearing your hair in those, I'm sure they were mostly wigs, but wearing that on your head for any length of time, I can't. Here's another old Parisian beauty and some more just script. I think this is old French money. I'm not 100% sure. No, this one's kind of cute with her dress, blue and white dress. I haven't really looked through these papers until just this moment with you. And here's the Eiffel Tower, always present in almost everything you see. So I am really liking these pages as well. They're different, of course, than the other pages, but I don't have a problem with that myself. Now, if some of you think that that's weird or that's not the right thing to do, let me know in a kind way. You know, if that puts a some sort of a, oh no, you know, I don't do it that way. Let me know, but you know, we all have to do what we like and what we're comfortable with, and this is what I happen to be comfortable with. So that's the last page in this kit. So that is my kit. Again, I don't know if it's going to be a 1 signature or 2 signatures. I'm hoping to keep it at 1 signature. I've got my fabrics, my coverall situated as far as that goes. I will probably not do a head and spine, but just sew it into the same, because I do have some pretty pink lace that I can cover my spine with. And so I will probably do that off camera. And then I think before I put my, I think I will put my signatures together and probably sew them in and then make some ephemera for it. So we'll see how long that takes. I am going to kind of in between doing this journal. I've never done this before. With junk journaling, I've never worked on more than one project at a time. And I've said the reason for that before, but I'm going to re-say it, is that when I did other crafts throughout my life, like knitting or crocheting, primarily knitting. I really love knitting more than I do crocheting. I often would start more than one project. I might start a sweater or a scarf and then start a pair of socks, and you know, I'd get bored with one thing and I'd do something smaller, something that was more interesting to me, and that's just the way I was. You know, I didn't do that so much when I was sewing, but with knitting I did do that. And for a while I was doing watercoloring, and I enjoyed that so much. I didn't do that with the watercolor either. So I've chose for the most part not to do that with this, but I am going to venture out a little bit and go out of my comfort zone. And my daughter made a very lovely request from me. She wants me to put together something that's sort of like, it would be a journal, a junk journal, or it's not going to be an album or a scrapbook or anything like that. But to put through a journal that is inspired by her father, my husband, to remember him by and to honor him. And I told her, I said, oh, that is such a beautiful idea. I love that. I love that idea. And so I'm going to try to work on that, you know, between these videos, and you can come along with me as I do that. The other thing I'm going to try to make is, I've seen so many other crafters make these idea books that they keep, and they put things that they've made for the first time in them, or things that they like, in particular, so they can remember to use it and also remember how they put it together, because I've done that before. I've made a piece of interactive ephemera. I can't find the video I learned it from. And then I tried to make it, and it's like, how in the world did I do that? You know? So that's why I, in this case, I'm not going to, I'm going to start that, just a big idea book. I don't know how big it'll be. It will definitely probably have more than one signature, and I'll probably venture out of my comfort zone by making the cover for it something entirely different that I've never done before. So I can bring you along for that as well when I put something in my idea book. Right now, I probably don't have a whole lot to put in it, but, you know, as time goes on and I learn more things, I hope that I'll be able to do that, at least put in there the things that I've already done and like, but I don't do them every single time, so I don't always remember them. So, again, I'm going to get off of here for now. Thank you so much for coming to see me. Like and subscribe, and give me a thumbs up. Oh, thank you all so much. You have a blessed day, the rest of your day, whatever you have to do today. Fortunately, I don't really have to do anything except work on these journals and get things ready for my next video. But I don't have to really go anywhere or anything like that. So I just want to tell you all that I appreciate you once again. Thank you for all the lovely comments that I have received, and for the new subscribers. I do really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy my channel. I'm not one to really want to be teaching you how to do things. I will show you how I do things, and like in one of my last videos, I can show you the struggles that I had with that particular piece, you know. So we are all in this community together to support each other and to help each other, and I just want to be a part of that. So thanks again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye.